Type. This we will use. This is some grades for map test results for the grade 7 students. And as you see, some of them has letter A next to the student name, and we didn't mention names of students, but the first student, Maslan, he was absent in the reading and he didn't finish the exam in math. And the letter A represents that the student didn't attend the test. And letter S represents that he didn't finish the test. Right, we will use something called conditional formatting. This conditional formatting, as you see, easily spot trends and patterns in your data using bars, colors, and icons to visually highlight. We will use it to color the cells according to their values. Yani according to the value of the cells, we can color it. How can we do this? Yani let's say I want to color the A students, the absent students, with the red color. So first I have to select the whole table, the 3 columns of the 3 subjects, reading, language, and math. Select the 3 columns, and then I will go to the conditional formatting, and then highlight cells rules, and then choose equal to, and then choose equal to. And what is the letter that represents the absent student, which is letter A. So I will press A, and you can choose the color from here. Here I choose light red fill with dark red text. You can choose yellow. As you see, all the letters, the cells that contain letter A, change the color to red, to yellow, or green. Or you can, if you wish, you can choose custom format and select your own color. But here I will select light red fill with dark red text and press OK. You will see that all the cells that contain letter A change, the color changed to red. The same as for the suspended, the S, which is, it means didn't finish the exam. I will go to the select the whole, the table that contain 3 columns, and then I will select conditional formatting, highlight cells rules, and choose equal to, and select letter S. Now it's colored with red, but I want to differentiate between the A and S, so I will choose different color, which is yellow. So as you see, all the suspended student, which is we didn't finish the exam with the yellow color, and press OK. Right, what about the student that finished the exam and got a score? I want to color them with green, so I will choose a different method. I will go to the conditional formatting, highlight cells rules, and as I see the score of the students, it's a range between 100 and 300. So I will select between. And select the lowest mark, which is 100, and the highest is 300. And here I will choose the green fill with dark green text. Okay, and as you see, once I choose the color, all the number that contain the cells that contain number, change it to from 100 to 300, change it to green fill, and then I will press OK. This is how to color the cells according to their values. Type. What about those? Those, as you see, it's a list of numbers from 1 to 100. Okay, random numbers from 1 to 100. And as you see, the highest numbers with green, with dark green, and with the long bar, and the lowest mark with red and with the short bar, as you see. And the more the number exceeded, the more the length of the bar. Okay, how can I apply this in this table? I will show you how to do this. And as you see, there are icon sets, which is the signal. Do you see the signal? Here, this is a highest mark, 95. And as you see, it's a full signal. And the least mark, 15 and 5, there is no signal in the icon. How can we do this? By using icon sets in the conditional formatting. First, I will select the table that contain the numbers, and then I will select conditional formatting. But instead of going to highlight cells rules, I will choose color scale. Color scale will scale the number according to the color you wish. يعني if you choose this, this will mean that the highest mark, the highest grades will be with the dark green, the lowest will be with the red. Here is the opposite. You can choose the color you wish. I will select this one, which mean the highest mark with green, the lowest mark with red. And as you see, is it change the color from red because it's a low number, and the highest number, as you see, 95 and 85, it's in green, the dark green with 100, and the average, the number that in the medium, it will be with orange color. This is how to apply color scale. Right? What about the data bar? You can choose from conditional formatting. Make sure to select the table first, and then choose any color you wish. As you see, it will change, it will add a bar, the number that was high rank, yani with the highest number, it's with a long bar, and the lowest number with the short bar. Type, what if I change the number? Yani here is 95. If I change it to be number 8, once I press enter, its color changed from green to red. The longest bar become short because the number changed. What if I return back to 95? You will see the difference as you see here. Type, what about the icon sets? You can choose one of the icon sets from here. You can select the one you wish. Here there are stars as for the review, full signal, half signal, no signal, full square, half circle, and so on. But choose whatever you want. I will select the highest mark with the tick right, the lowest mark with the tick X, and the number in the middle will be from with exclamation mark. Okay, as you see, the number with the lowest mark with the red X, and the highest mark with as you see, the green tick with the right type. This is the how to use the color scale, data bars, and icon sets with conditional formatting in Microsoft Excel. Type. Now we will learn how to use the count and CountIf function. Count and CountIf. Count and CountIf function. Count used to count the cells that contain numbers. And if here I want to calculate or count how many students finish the exam in reading, I can use the count function. How can I use it? I will just stop here, click on insert function icon, search for the count function, and as you see, it displays its description. Count the number of cells in a range that contain numbers, and then press OK. It will display this window. You want you to select the range for that you want to count how many cells contain numbers. I will select only the reading column from start, even that include A and S, because it will exclude it and count only the cells that contain numbers. Okay, once you press OK, it will display 15. If you count how many cells that contain numbers, you will find them 15, which is meaning that the students who finished or complete the test. And then we can use the autofill handle, drag to the right to apply for the other subject, the language and math. Right, what about the letter A and S, the absent student and the student they didn't finish their exam? We will use the CountIf function. I will stop here and then select insert function and then search for CountIf, as you see here, CountIf, and then press OK. The range, what is the range? The range, here you have to answer 2 points. The range and the CountIf count the number of cells within a range that meet the given condition. The range is the column of reading because I want to count how many absent students in the reading exam. So I will select the reading column, and from the criteria I want to get how many students absent, which represented by letter A. So I will write A in the criteria and press OK. It will display, as you see, number 3. And as you see, there are 3 absent students in the reading. It counts how many cells that contain letter A. As you see, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, this is easy in the low volume of the students or low volume of cells. But if you have a large amount of cells, you have to count. It will be more easily using the CountIf function. I will apply the rest, apply using autofill handle to apply for the other subject. And the same as for the suspend, which is the student who didn't finish the exam. I will click on insert function, select CountIf, press OK, and then select the range which is the column of reading, and the criteria will be letter S, which is the suspended student or the students who didn't finish the test, and press OK. It will display that 5 students didn't finish the test, and if we count them, you will find 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, it counts how many cells that contain letter S as a value, and I can apply this function, CountIf function, to the rest of the subject to count how many students didn't finish the exam. And this is the end of our quick revision for the Excel. Thanks, and be ready for the exam. Goodbye.